the birds are not sure what to do with all this.
How have you been experiencing the energies since this recent solar? Can tell how my brain is right now since our
Libra.
since our solar eclipse in Libra.
Very.
So let us know in the comments if you're here with us live or you're on the replay. We want to hear from you. What have you been experiencing? The more that you share in community, the more that you open to receive the healing available by gathering in community. So, Madeleine, how have you been feeling?
Well, it has been really intense. And I feel like it's been intense all over the world because I've been feeling like grief and frustration and anger and more frustration at how we can fly to the moon and yet human beings can't stop trying to kill each other and getting into cycles of attack and revenge. And this just breaks my heart. And I feel like we're entering in this new Libra, which is about balance. We're entering into a new time when it is important for us to recognize that there is a balance in human intelligence. If we can fly to the moon and beyond and figure out where the ends of the universe might be, we can surely find a way to break this horrible cycle that human beings have been in for too long of killing each other and destroying each other and this earth.
So amen to that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And, as you were talking, Madeleine, I was thinking, sometimes learning balance means falling off the tightrope. That's why they have that net underneath, right? Sometimes we want to climb the boulder and we get stuck. And so just recognizing that sometimes we think, oh, it's Libra. Where's all the beauty and balance? Well, that's what we are creating by gathering here in community. And I'll say for myself, I have been experiencing sleeplessness, exhaustion, and at the same time, a need to move and get things done. So it's been a really interesting experience of being like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to lay down. And then if I lay down, I don't feel good and I have to get up and move. And when I'm moving and doing things, then I'm feeling better. So that's kind of what this ritual today is going to be all about, is helping bring back the balance and helping us unify our forces in a movement to creating something better, right? So please do let us know in the comments what you've been experiencing, because we really want to hear from all of you and share this space in a way that is nourishing and uplifting for everyone here. So on this video, we're going to have a water blessing, and we're going to have a double water blessing because it's eclipse. So we had the sun and the moon in the same place in the sky. And so we're going to have two water blessings this time. Madeleine's going to offer her morning water prayer that she does each and every day, and I'll let her tell you about that. And then I'm going to do a water restructuring prayer with you all. And then Madeleine has some really great information to share, and we both have a poem, so we're doubling up on the poetry this time as well. So happy eclipse season. Remember that the eclipse is not that moment. It's not just that moment when the sun and the moon come together in the sky. It's really actually a whole season. So we had this eclipse on the 14th, 2 days ago from when this video is being recorded. And now we have a total solar eclipse coming up in April that will also be over North America.
Is it solar or it's in April?
It is. It's a total solar eclipse in April. So this is a season. An eclipse is, yes, it is an event, but it's not just an event. And the process of integrating the energies happens throughout the entire season. So that's why we came a couple days after to help integration. Also, just because this chaotic time we've been talking about kind of interrupted us being able to do it on the day.
Because everything is going on at once.
And everything works out for a reason. So, Madeleine, tell us about the water prayer that we're about to do with you here.
Well, it's been quite a long time now, but and this is a very brief version of it because I go through and name all the people and beings and everything that I feel a need for healing. Is
that road construction too loud?
I don't know. I think our voices hopefully are loud enough. They're fixing roads behind us. More chaos and birds screeching above because I put out peanuts and they're not sure if they can trust the computer on the table, but they're taking them anyway. And anyway, I learned from a Native American elder friend, dear friend of mine, that his people used to put water out at night so that it could be blessed by the light of the rising sun. And then on waking in the morning, he'd pray with the water for healing, for anyone or anything that was in need of healing. And so I kind of put that together with the prayers that are from my tradition, which is Jewish, and also from my own heart prayers, which are non-denominational.
So grab a glass of water and join us. This is a really beautiful prayer.
So I come out every morning and I sing this and I put out peanuts for the blue jays who you hear off and on, as well as the road construction, because I feel like they can carry them into the air, into the universe, into wherever blue jays go and spread whatever I am praying for. So I'm grateful for this holy, sacred water, water of life, water from the well of life, blessed by the light of the rising sun. And I ask that through me it bring healing to all my relations. And for this I am grateful. Yeah, I started that a little low. And so then I drink the water. And may it bring healing to the one-legged beings, all the plant people, and the two-legged ones, and the four-legged beings, the creepy crawlies, swimmers, and the flying ones. And for this I am grateful. And I usually do this standing up so I can actually feel myself as each of those. And may it bring healing through me to all my ancestors and our relations and descendants, those born and adopted and those yet to be, those known and those unknown to me. And may it also bring healing to all whom I love and all I love, and to all for whom I pray, and all that I pray for. And for this I am grateful. And then may the light of the Holy One shine upon and through us, and be gracious to us, and bless the best of all we do, and prosper and protect us, and bring us peace, and let us know and fulfill our highest destinies. And for this I am grateful. And may I be a source of love and compassion, of healing, joy, and peace for all whom I encounter on this day. And for this I am grateful. Beauty above me, beauty below me, beauty around me, beauty within me. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. So
Take a sip of
then
water.
I drink more water.
And we're going to go right into the water restructuring. You had one more thing to say?
Just if you do this, and as I always do, I not only enact each of these things, but I also name all of the people and all of the things in this world that I love, that I wish healing for, including the earth.
So it's definitely very appropriate to just go straight into the water restructuring blessing, because remember, water holds intelligence, water holds memory. We are full of water. Water is in the air all around us, in the earth, in the trees, in all life, and everywhere around the earth is full of water. Even the driest places of the world have water. And
it's pouring on us, beginning to
be
right
careful
now.
with the touching the computer while it's doing the thing. But anyways, so water can be restructured with your thoughts, with your words. Maybe you're familiar with Dr. Emoto, who did a lot of experiments. Calm down.
Just trying to cover the keyboard.
And so take your glass of water and hold it between your hands, and take a moment to visualize. Maybe you even want to gaze at your water and visualize the molecular structure of water. We generally know that water is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom. And these atoms can be restructured into different configurations. And one of the ways that we can do this is just visualizing it. So I want to take a moment to visualize in this water the structure of unification, like all of the water molecules in this water are holding hands and dancing in joy and harmony. And then visualizing that this spreads from the water in the glass out to all the water of the world, so that everyone around the world, when they take a drink of water, that water is restructuring the molecules within their body to be in harmony, in balance, and in joy. And that becomes the expression of humanity, balance and harmony and joy, through structuring the water to hold balance and harmony and joy. So take a moment, take a deep breath together, and take a moment to really hold this vision and add in any intentions or prayers that you have for yourself, your family, your life, your community, and definitely the world. And then when you feel like that vision is clear and strong, then take a drink of your water, one breath together in silence. And if you save a little bit of this water, then you can then add more water to it, refill your glass before it's totally empty, and then that restructuring will spread into that glass of water that you have refilled, or you can put it in a bottle so that you can extend it even for longer. So thank you for sharing in that with me. Even, you know what they say about where two or more are gathered, miracles occur. So the more and more of us that come into this awareness that water is life, water is alive, and we can talk to it. We can ask it to help us with whatever we're going through and bring that healing power into us and spread it out to others. And the more we gather in community this way, the more powerful and the more impactful those intentions and prayers are. So thank you so much for joining us today and helping us activate this prayer. And thank you for your comments flowing in. For the sake of time, I'm going to save them to come back, but I really appreciate you all sharing your experiences.
We both do.
And just keep those coming. It like really means the world to us to have you here with us today. And let's just stay outside as long as we can. It's not raining quite hard enough that I want to run inside, because we didn't really set up a nice, beautiful space inside. So
and I put my shawl over
continue. So let's just continue on with our services here. So Madeleine pulled a card for the eclipse, and what was it for? The lessons of the eclipse.
I pulled a card for the lessons, because I wondered what were the lessons for this eclipse that I could share with people. And what was really interesting was I got this is from my book, Our Ancient Mother's Alphabet, a new Kabbalistic approach to the Hebrew alphabet and the Tarot. And the card I pulled was this.
Move it that way, yeah.
It's the Semech, the letter Semech.
I just want it to be bigger for them. Go ahead, keep talking.
And what that letter is about is it's about all things that come to an end. It's about a prop or support, and it describes an arrow that has complete its traveling to a target. And so then it's time to start again. And as you saw in the picture, the semech is not just a circle, because it has a little tiny hook at the top, because it's really the spiral. It's really a spiral where you spiral through where you've been and have an opportunity to create a new paradigm, a new way of being. And what's really interesting is in the natural year, and also in one of the many New Years, and just following the Jewish New Year, they start the new cycle. And it's the month of Heshvan, which is interesting because it ends up talking about, in a sense, the same thing, because the word Heshvan ends up, and the letter Het and the letters of it in the gematria end up talking about, they add up to the number 22, which becomes the number 4, which is the birth canal. And in fact, that's where we are. We're in the birth canal of the new time, of a new season, of a new way that we can begin. And this says the holy seed growing within us, we now take responsibility to care for and nourish ourselves, and the new transformation that we are called upon to become part of. And so it is about that beginning, that rebirthing that is happening through the scariness of a birth canal, because birth canals and doors are frightening because you don't know what's going to come out. And yet we have an opportunity at this time to create something new to come out than the old way, the old paradigm that human beings have been used to being living in. And so it is actually has tremendous potential for either creation or destruction. And I think we have the choice now of where in that balance we want to be.
100%. So now continue to the
Shall
poem.
I have my poem? Okay, so this is the poem I wrote a little bit about, but it's called A Guide for Changing Time. Step into the new year. Walk blindly up the path. Eyes in your head won't help. Trust the eyes in your feet, in your palms and fingers, the eyes in your mind. Hold hope deep in your heart. Trust the eyes in your soul, whose vision stretches, trance and lucent silken threads between being and eternal. Step into the unknown. Broken branches reach out to trip. Let your toes feel their way. Now is the time for courage. Winter comes. Step into the future. Welcome the lightning moment where all hidden in darkness is revealed. Pass through the door that leads to the mystery of a new beginning that is a return.
I love that poem, Madeleine, and I've heard it a couple times now. And listening to it this time with this container of ritual and healing, I felt all of those eyes opening. I'm still feeling the eyes in my feet, especially pulsing. And really, it's beautiful because I've really been inviting in more and more that sense of being guided and allowing myself to see and seeing, like Madeleine's beautiful poem said, isn't just with our eyes. We actually have very limited vision with our eyes, and that vision can fail really easily. It usually is failing by the time you're my age or Madeleine's
Or mine,
age.
which is why I have glasses on.
And so, wow, I'm just like really receiving that. And I also have a poem to share with all of you that did come through right in the midst of these intense energies. And Madeleine, it might block us, but I'm sure that they'll still be able to see us, even if we can't see them.
That's
so
fine.
Here is my poem that came through these eclipse energies. I am the water bearer. Soaring from heaven to earth, I bring you living water. Emerging from the depths, I erupt with love in your every cell. Breathe life into those who are lost. Guide you gently back to who you are. I remind you to breathe, to pray, to play. Hold you in a loving embrace through your tears. Remember, you are the water bearer too. You flowed from your mother's womb in a gush, surrounded and full of water. You carry a precious gift inside. Its value explodes when you share it. Water flows from deep in the mother to heal your wounds from the inside out. Join me. Transform suffering into bliss, that we may carry living water to all corners of the earth. We are the water bearers, born to be born by waves to see with clarity the truth, the essence of who we are.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Kara. I love your poetry.
So sweet that we get to share our poetry with each other and with all of you.
We inspire each other so much. It's so exciting. And we invite you to join us that way, because I feel like we're at this time, it's important that collectively we find ways to inspire each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we try to do it all alone, we lose hope. But if we know that we have each other,
yeah, so
we are cozy.
Oh, there's one of those birds.
Together.
I was wondering if they would show up in our screen. I saw one behind us. So they're getting braver. They're getting those peanuts. So Madeleine and I are laying the foundations for a movement to, like my poem said, to spread living water to as many people as possible. And we actually have a really special event coming up October 28th. So just a little less than 2 weeks from now.
And it's filling up. So please, if you're interested, if you want to join us in person, let us know.
So it's here where we can feed peanuts to the birds and pray in Madeleine's yard. And she has a beautiful little studio. It's limited to 10 women to join us because it is a small space. And we'll be doing breath work and movement and prayer and intuitive exercises to really awaken your inner gifts and bring you into your power. And we'll also be sharing living water and water blessings. Of course, that's always a part of our gathering, and really igniting within you your mission. And so if you feel called to join us, then do let us know. Comment in wherever you see this video, comment living water, because that's kind of what we're talking about here today. Comment living water and let us know you want to come to our retreat or be on our list for the next one. If you're far and you aren't able to make it this time, we also have a virtual event that we're working on as well. Yes. And so please do let us know your interest so we can hold you in our container. And thank you so much for being with us today. And
if you want it virtually, just do living water and put virtual at the bottom so we know the difference.
There you go.
Who might be able to be here and who might prefer to be virtual. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's perfect. Good idea. Great idea, Madeleine. So this video has gone just slightly longer than I intended, not too much longer. You know, it's always divine timing, perfection, and we want to honor your time. If you're just joining us now, do go back to the beginning once it loads. And we shared a beautiful series of water prayers and wisdom and poetry to help you integrate these intense eclipse energies.
Yeah.
It may be that we are moving into an intense eclipse season, and just know when it gets really intense for you and you're feeling scattered, overwhelmed, exhausted, whatever it is for you, know that through that process, we actually are shedding, purging things that are in the way of us really being fully in our power, in balance, in peace, in prosperity, in harmony. And so hold that vision, keep praying with water, keep holding the vision, keep breathing. Like, I know we're all breathing if we're alive, but
conscious breathing
conscious
and
breath
conscious
is something
drinking.
That if you are following me, watch for more breath work, because I am feeling really called to share more of my gifts right now to assist this process that we're all going through together. And if you have gifts that you haven't been sharing, then let us know, share them. We all are helping each other here. So thank you so much for being with us today, and we will see you next time.
Yes, and we send love to you, to the world, to have healing everywhere.
Aho.